All right, Geminis, you sexy things. It's Rachel Stebbins Navy, aka Villagio Strega here with your mid-month readings for the month of April. So, I'm just making sure my cards are upright. I always got to start that way. Geminis, keep in mind, guys, this is a general reading. Will not resonate for everyone. We're going to take a look here at your past, your more recent past. This is the past within the last 6 months. Your present situation, and your near future. So we're looking at a time frame of April, of course. And we're going to see what the current challenges are in the current situation and take a look at the things you don't know, and the hidden potentials here as it is, Gemini. So, and of course, if you would like more guidance or support, clarity on a challenge or situation you have in your lives there, Geminis, feel free to reach out to me. All my information is either linked in the description below or the About section of my channel. So, here we go, guys. And they are flying right out. So looking good, looking good. Lots going on for Geminis, though. Okay, bottom of the deck, we've got 7 of Wands energy. So standing up for yourself, standing in your power. Perhaps you are negotiating something here as well. So I'm just going to ring the bell because the kind of atmosphere is changing, the sun's going down, that brings in different energies, so also kind of charges things up here. Let's start with your 6 of Wands. 6 of Wands in reverse, though. May have had a little bit of a letdown recently here, Gemini. Upright, the 6 of Wands is someone who takes a risk, they get lucky, and they return with like a victory for all. In reverse, though, however, Geminis, this is someone who like takes that risk, but oh shit, doesn't quite work out for them the way they wanted it to. So it's not that there's not a victory or a change, let's say, happening here, especially in the more recent future. It's just things really didn't go according to plan, right? That's how life is. So Geminis, what you have going on, though, is a little bit of a stroke of luck, which is great after something like this. Like I said, wasn't a total loss, right? A little luck coming through, timing's right on a situation. This is things being in your favor. It's about timing, really, mostly here with this card energy. And it's Jupiter energy, so it's also about expansion. So some of you could be having a new learning opportunity, new employment opportunity, something where there's growth in a situation. However, the near future, this is typically 8 of Pentacles is when somebody's working hard. Like they're doing that 9 to 5 daily grind. They're really mastering a skill, trade, or craft, working hard in a situation. When it's reversed, though, however, Geminis, which is what it's indicating here, is again, those rewards, you're not quite seeing the rewards of all that hard work still. You may have been or may be working hard, but it may be doing something different. So that's kind of like relearning everything, right? Either relearning everything you've been doing previously or really truly starting over. So you don't quite see the finance come in as if you would have if it was something you had mastered. So that said, things are progressing for you, but money is kind of like slowly coming in for you Geminis here towards the end of April. Bearing on your current situation, perhaps, is that choice you got to make. This is Lover's card energy. Yes, it may represent a soulmate that comes with lessons learned in time, right? Sometimes it's the most challenging lessons is the soulmate energy. But what this also represents is a choice Gemini has to make. And it's a very thoughtful one. It comes to both matters of the heart and just their general well-being. Again, big stroke of luck coming in, so it has some sort of bearing with these two things, and these are 2 major arcana cards as well. So you know, Gemini, you've come into your own reading too, by the way, because the Lover's card represents Gemini, whereas this is Jupiter in expansion. So it is that duality of a choice you need to make here pertaining to the stroke of luck. Things can be cleared up, though, with a Hierophant. There's a need for a commitment, whether it's to a higher power, whether it's to an authentic spiritual teacher, or whether it's simply, sometimes this is the marriage card, or whether it's simply just making that higher commitment to the self or a situation here, Geminis. But the Hierophant is out as well. Let's see what else I'm getting off of this here for a minute here, Geminis. Yeah, some sort of choice. So it's like you had this, Gemini, in the past couple of weeks here. You've had kind of like you took a risk on something and it didn't work out, but something new is coming to take its place, and it's like that really tough choice because it's requiring you to make a commitment. Currently, these are all three major arcanas, right? So we know that, and I want to say this is Taurus energy as well. The Hierophant is. Maybe looking at next month, the end of this month, beginning of next month, for a time frame when this occurs, this stroke of luck occurs, where that choice is made for certain. But it's really, really important. This is like kind of setting you up, I think, for, the next 10 years or so, 5-10 years, as it were, is what I'm really getting from this energy. So this is a strong commitment. Maybe a relationship, maybe that soulmate energy, but I got a feeling it has more to do with your pentacles, more to do with your finance. It's like kind of like, okay, what am I going to do for work for the next 5 to 10 years, literally? And I feel 8 is the bigger number here to be focused on, literally like the next 8 years, 8 months, but long term. So that's why that choice is maybe a little bit challenging, as it were, to make. And remember, we had the 7 of Wands on the bottom of the deck. Again, standing up for yourself, like standing in your power with a certain situation as well. Maybe negotiating that finance too. May not have been as much as you were making previously, is also what I'm getting. Whatever this commitment is to your finance, Gemini, but in time, it will indeed pay off. Clarifying your past situation with the 7 of Wands energy is the King of Wands. Don't you start, no. Let's take a look at the present. Clarify this up. Good girl, Snow. So rainy, balmy afternoon, evening in Vermont. We're expecting snow. Got to get at least 1 or 2 more snow showers in here in Vermont. Got Death card energy. Yeah, something's transforming for sure. Let's take a look here. We've got the Moon card energy and the 5 of Swords, clarifying up the near future here. So, King of Wands. He is that individual who's very passionate, very strategic in his thinking. Definitely follows suits with desires, passions, creative, entrepreneurship, ideas, yes. He's all about transformation himself. He tends to be married, so he's usually committed. And he's upright, so we know this is kind of like a successful transition of sorts. Which it didn't feel like here originally, right? So I really see something I really get the impression here, Gemini, that at the beginning of the month, or maybe more recently, you were like, either like, fuck this shit, I'm out, excuse my language, of one certain situation, perhaps an employment situation, doubt it's a relationship, but some sort of action plan you had in mind. And you're like, no, I'm going to do this. Now, this may not have worked out the way you had intended it to, but it kind of like opened a door for new ideas, new possibilities. And you're like on it. You're like, okay, this is now what I want to do. I'm really passionate about this. I got some creative energy going, that sort of situation here in Gemini. Your present situation, again, you got this commitment going on. You got these choices to make in a stroke of luck because something's transforming, right? Something within yourself, this is Scorpio energy, by the way. Something within yourself is transforming. It's like the end of one thing, so that way something new can begin, right? And death, we know, holds vigil for a moment. There's a moment of pause before this happens, so that way you have time to reflect on things and recognize this stroke of luck just came in, right? And before you move on to the next thing. What's in the next thing, though, is really peculiar because, again, it's not the finance you thought it would be. There may be some secrets revealed, right? We know something's going to be illuminated here. This is you and your hopes and fears, trying to find the balance in it all, trying to see what's illuminated in the dark. Perhaps you've been dealing with some enemies, and perhaps the conflict here, because this is 5 of Swords energy, is either yourself, like that internal battle, like, do I stay, do I go? I want to keep fighting for something, right? But you're not quite seeing the whole picture in it all. You're not quite seeing that this finance or this situation has come to an end, because we know that ending is there, and that you you may be fighting a losing battle if you keep putting up resistance with it, is really what I'm under the impression of with this card's layout here. Again, something's going to be revealed to you. Some sort of secret comes to light, and that is going to be like the catalyst for this changing situation, I think. Here, looking out in the next couple weeks. Again, higher commitments involved, whether it's, I don't really feel it's a relationships, Gemini. I really feel like this is something either you with authentic spiritual teachings, or, you know, tapping into that higher self, higher being, or it has to do with this choice you make due to the timing of a situation, due to something coming to its end, because you kind of like, you can see this happening down the road. And it's the choice you make, the commitment you make as a result of that. Now, I've been pulling from the Whispers of Lord Ganesha deck. You'd be good, Snowy, here. And I will read you from the book, because it's a newer deck to me. And there's a lot of wisdom to be shared in it. I will read as long as Snowy's going to be quiet. And there we go. We have got cultivation. Interesting. Cultivation energy. Let me just find the page on this. You gonna be a good girl, Snow? Come here. Come here, Snow. Who's your good girl? You lay down and relax, okay? You had enough treats. You had enough. Give me that face. Girlfriend. All right, cultivation. Listening to music can heal, encourage, and nurture your soul, Gemini. Your spirituality is an essential part of who you are, and it forms the framework of your world. Music resonates within the human spirit. At least the heart of humanity is the song of the soul. Music has the power to unite communities, cultures, and civilizations. Listening to music can heal, hearten, and support your soul. Studies have found that musical tones communicate with and have an energetic impact on the cells and organs of the human body. It is believed that cells vibrate and essentially have their own musical annotations. Listening to music can help heal and uplift your energy. You may find that by tuning into uplifting and calming music, you create space for greater contemplation, and in turn, gain more clarity about what you are creating in your life. It can also bring about a stronger connection to your higher self, or to oneness, much like our Hierophant card is out in your reading here, Gemini. Music cultivates community as sound fosters communication and greater unity. Cultivation is a continual process that develops, encourages, and nurtures. There is a spiritual connection that forms between the music and the listener. Ganesha is inviting you to incorporate music into your life in a way that will augment your spiritual expansion. Listening to soothing music while preparing for your day, move away from the noises and excessive electronics and digital images, and back to a more melodic existence. Take time to sit and listen to music. Doing this can shift your energy to clearer and more receptive states. I think what music is going to do for you in the now here, Gemini, is kind of like set the tone for where it is you're going, and to kind of like energetically prepare you for what's to come, or how to handle your current states, as it were. So, Geminis, let's see what the Archangels have to say, and then we'll pull a Goddess card for you all, too. It says, claircognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas that come to you, as they are answered prayers. Claircognizance. Pay attention to your thoughts and ideas as they are answered prayers. Well, that was quick. Goddess deck says compassion. Compassion, Geminis. Release judgments about yourself and others and focus on the love and light that is within everyone. Having compassion. And there you have it, Gemini. Short and sweet and to the point for you all. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, guys. Leave me a comment below. I do wish you the best. Stay strong, stay healthy, stay safe. Blessed be.